Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing really well. We're doing a one brand tutorial today, and it's going to be Rimmel. I've been using a lot of Rimmel products lately and I've actually been really loving them. So I thought I would just do like a one brand tutorial using all of those products. The only thing I'm missing is a mascara because I haven't picked up a Rimmel mascara yet and I haven't had the chance to go out and pick one up. But to be very honest, I prefer different mascaras from a different brand, so that's the only reason why I don't have a Rimmel mascara, but I'm actually wanting to try one, so I'll probably pick one up sometime in the future. I'm moisturized and ready to go. So we're going to start off with just the primer. I've got two of these primers. I've been using them consistently on my channel. I'm trying to think which one I want to use today. Yeah, we'll go with this one because I am planning on using the matching foundation. I did just pick this one up recently and I haven't even opened it yet, so we're going to try this out today. But let me just go ahead and quickly apply this. I'm just going to use my fingers to apply this, and I'll see if I can find a link on Amazon for anything cheaper. I will link it down below as well. Now I'm not sure if Rimmel makes eye primers, so I actually don't know, and so I don't have one, but we'll probably use concealer for that. So we're primed and we're gonna let that sit for just about a minute or so while I prep my foundation for it. I do have two foundations. I've got the Match Perfection and the Lasting Finish Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation, and this is the Match Perfection Invisible Coverage Visibly Perfected Skin. So these two foundations here. This one is a little bit lighter on my skin, and this one is in the shade 200 Soft Beige, and this one is 400 Natural Beige. So I did pick up the Natural Beige just to see how it's gonna work out, and if it's too dark, then I'll probably mix in a little bit of the Match Perfection. So this one claims that it's gonna wear for 25 hours. We are obviously not gonna wear it for 25 hours. So I'm just sticking that on the back of my hand. I think that looks like a decent match. I hope so. And I'm just gonna spread it out with my foundation brush. All of these foundations have a scent, which I don't get. It's the same scent in every Rimmel foundation. But anyways, I'm just gonna use this sponge by Gloss and just blend it in. I think it's a little bit dark. Yep, it's definitely a little bit dark. And it is not as full coverage. Honestly, it's not as full coverage. Weird. The concealer is significantly light. This is Hide the Blemish concealer, and this one is in the shade Ivory. We're gonna wait like 2 seconds before we blend it out. So I'm determined to drink more water. That is like my thing now. I'm just gonna take my flat top kabuki brush and sort of blend out the concealer. I don't want to use the sponge because it's gonna take up most of the coverage, but I will if I absolutely have to. I think this is doing an okay job. Just like buffing that in. I think that's looking a lot better. What do you guys think? Okay, I've just blended everything out kind of, and before anything starts creasing on my eyes, I'm just going to quickly set my face. The Rimmel Stay Matte powder in transparent, and I'm just going to use my standard big fluffy brush to set everything in place. Honestly, like, I haven't heard anything great about other concealers. If there's any that you like and, you know, works out well for you, please leave them down below, because I'm honestly, like, I love everything from Rimmel lately. And I'm definitely on the lookout for a nice concealer from Rimmel as well. I haven't heard any, like, awesome reviews on them. I'm just gonna quickly do my brows, and for my brows I'm going to use, I've used this so many times before in my channel as well because I honestly genuinely do love this. This is the Brow This Way brow sculpting kit in the shade medium brown. So this side is gel and then this side is powder, but I'm only gonna use powder. And I also have one of their pencils and I use that when I want like something a little bit sharper. Alright, so brows in place, and I'm just gonna set them with the Brow This Way styling gel. This one is in the shade medium brown as well. I'm gonna start working with my eyes. Gonna go back with that powder, and the palette that I'm really excited to use today is the Rimmel Magnifyes Spice palette, the Spice edition. I love this. I've used this once. It's such a nice, comes with a brush, which is like the sponge tip applicator on one end and then a brush in the other, but I'm just going to use my own brushes, and we're going to start off with a blender brush, and I'm going to go in with this second shade here, which is like similar to this skin tone. And I'm just going to apply this on my crease and a little bit on my lid as well. Like, I'm not going to be very precise with it. This is just like our transition shade. It's very close to my skin color. Just gives me a tiny little bit of depth. I'll just zoom you guys in a little bit. And I'm using the same brush, and so I'm just going to remove, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm starting with like the outer corner and then dragging it up. So we get a little bit of definition in the outer corner as well. And just windshield wiper motions and then circular motions, just to blend it out. So that's where we're at. And then I'm going to change my brush, and I'm going in with the e.l.f. blending eye brush. This is just a little bit tinier, and I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is the second last one, and just start placing that in the outer corner. I'm just dabbing my brush and building up the color and then dragging it in. I'm not applying a lot of pressure on my, like, I'm holding it with ever so slight pressure, just because when you have like a tight grip on your brush, it kind of places the shadow very precisely. You have to change according to the look that you want. So I'm just, when I'm in the outer corner, I have like a firmer pressure, and as I'm blending in, my pressure becomes light. The more intensity you want, the more firm your grip needs to be. I'm just going to go in with the first brush that we used. I'm just going to blend it out. This one's a bit more sparse, like it's a bit more loosely packed, so it blends evenly. I'm just going to blend both sides so they don't look patchy or uneven or harsh. I'm going to go in with the shade that's next to it with that same e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease just slightly. I'm just placing the shadow for now, and I'm going to go in with that original brush and blend it in. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to take my sweet time with this one, just so that I have the placement correct for the shadow. And then I'm going back in with this purple. I'm taking the e.l.f. angled shadow brush, and I'm just taking on the tip. I really want that purple to show, so I'm just going to place that like so. And it's okay if it's looking harsh at the minute. And then we're going to switch the brush on its side, and then we're just going to blend that out. So it blends into nothingness. And then the angle will also help you carve out exactly how far you want the shadow to go. So I think that's looking a lot better now. It's looking to where I would want it to be. Going in with that original brush again, and then just blending out the edges on this side. I'm not touching where I've placed the shadow, I'm just blending out the edges. Just going in with another brush and then just blending out. There's nothing on the brush, I just want to make sure that everything is looking nicely blended. Alright, and then I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to use that I'm going to use that concealer and just another brush, and I'm just going to take it off on that brush. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we can only pray. So for the lid shadow, I'm just going to go in with this shade here. This is like a nice rose goldy. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's try with our fingers. Oh, wow, that's just to die for. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna use the brush because I have fat fingers and I don't want to mess it up. I'm just kind of blending it in. I've left the inner corner blank on purpose. For my inner corner, I'm just going to take a slightly smaller brush. This is like a really tiny brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's just a lighter version of that. And that's going to be our inner corner highlight as well. I know it's pink, but it's okay. And then what I want to do is I want to intensify the outer corner. So I'm just going to go in with that brush, and I'm going to go in with this shadow right here because I want it to be a little bit darker. So, and that I feel like is the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm just going to just place that there. There we go. And then go back in with the purple. And I'm just literally placing it for now. And then going in with that first brush and just blending it out. I'm just going to go in with that tiny brush again, and I'm just going to clean that up. Just on a dry tissue, I don't want to wet it. I want, like, if there is any color left in it, I'm happy for it to transfer. I'm just going to go in with this shade on my lower lash line. And then go, so the same brush going in with that shade. Cleaning it out and going in with this shade right here. That's the same shade we used in the inner corner. I'm going to line my eyes. I'm using the Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner. This is in 001 100% black. And for my waterline, what I'll do is I'll actually just take the eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to line my waterline with that. I'm going to use this bronzer, which I really love. It's a new buy. I got this big ass, what is this? Rimmel Good to Glow Maxi bronzer in the shade Amber. It is so beautiful. I'm just going to use my regular Sonia Kashuk stippling brush in the whole pan and just warm up. Look at that. Oh, just warm up my skin. I love how pigmented this is. Like, it is, just look at that. It's insane. I love it. And I'm taking like a slight angled brush. And it's very messy, I know, but we're gonna clean that up. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush and just blend it in. For my blush, I'm going to be using my, this is a really old one, but it's one of my absolute favorites. I think I've featured this many times. This is the Rimmel Peach Powder Blush. This is 010 Peach. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. stipple brush and just... For my highlight, I'm pulling out this Orion eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to mix these two shades. Although this one on its own would look beautiful. You know what? Let me try this one on its own. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it on its own. I'm just gonna quickly apply mascara and falsies and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I have the mascara and the lashes on. The mascara that I'm using is my Maybelline one. And the lashes are just from eBay. They're just the plain simple lashes that look like this. And yeah, so moving on to lips, and that will just complete our look. Okay, for lips I have quite a few options. Got this. This is the Rimmel Kate Moss collection. You can tell how much I've loved this product. This is 103. I'm going to go in with this shade. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is in Plum This Show. And I'm actually going to use just my lip brush for this one. And that's just going to give us a really nice mix of colors. Oh, I love this color. It's so pretty. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a clear gloss, just because it's very matte. So I'm going to go back in with that brush of mine, and that was the reason why we wiped it off. And then just sort of... That's it, you guys. That is... Oh no, wait, I forgot. I'm just going to go back in with this palette, the Rimmel Orion palette, and I'm going to go in with this white shade and just highlight my brow bone. And there you have it, guys. That is the finished look. I'm really digging the lip color. It is so, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. My lash is a little bit on the weird side, but here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video with me. Shout out to Rimmel for amazing products. There's only one or two things that I didn't enjoy as much, but I love overall all of their products. I'm gonna figure out how this foundation wears throughout the day. If I feel like there is anything to update you guys on, I will leave all of that down below in the info bar. But yeah, I do have a full day of errands and stuff to do, and then I am making like a full meal, so I'll be by the stove quite a bit, so I will definitely give you an updated down below in the info bar. But I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!